Hello students and parents, welcome to Career 360. Today we are going to discuss the kind of pathways that you might want to have to get into a good B school in the country. There are essentially about 5 very good examinations, 5 big examinations, or maybe 6 of them if I may just add one more. The first one of course is CAT, where about 3.3 lakh students have taken that exam this year and the result is already out. Then you have XAT, which is essentially for you to get into XLRI and about 100 other institutions along with that. Then you have CMAT, which is conducted by AICTE. You have MAT. You have NMAT by GMAC, which is essentially a test that is conducted for you to get into Narsee Monjee Institute. But about 65 more institutions also accept that score for admission into their B schools. And then you have IPSAT, which is to get into any of the 7-8 B schools that ICFAI Hyderabad has. Now, what we're going to discuss today is the examination which is NMAT by GMAC. This examination essentially is conducted by GMAC, which also conducts the GMAT examination globally. But in India, they have the NMAT by GMAC, which essentially is conducted for the Narsee Monjee institution, right? But about 65 other institutions within India and about 28 institutions outside of India also accept this score for admission into their B schools. The exam is already done, by the way, for the current year. But let me explain to you the kind of where all your score, that if you got a score from NMAT by GMAC, where all it will be accepted. I'll just show you that. And I'll also tell you the top 10 institutions, which is based on median salary and the kind of NRF ranking that they have, so that you actually can also zero in on how to best use the score that you have to get into the possibly the better institutions out there. Now, this is a site that I'm opening, which is gmac.com, which conducts the GMAT examination all over the globe. And these are the institutions that we are right now talking only by the key features of NMAT by GMAT score, right? So we're right now talking only of the NMAT by GMAT examination of 2024. I think this was conducted in November and December, and most of you would have the scores with you. The scores typically are given within 48 hours after the examination is done. So what are the B schools that are accepting the NMAT score conducted by GMAC organization, right? When you look at that, of course, Narsee Monjee is the first one because the examination is conducted on their behalf. You also have KJSOM, which is a very good B school based out of Bombay. ISB and SPGN accepted for some of their other programs, but possibly not for their flagship programs. There they would be going by a GMAT score possibly, or a CAT score. XIM University in Bhubaneswar, again a very good B school. SDA Bocconi, TAPME, IBS Business School, SOIL, FLAME, ISBR, Alliance University, BML Munjal, Great Lakes Institute of Management, IFMR, Jindal Global Business School, ITM, Jain, MAT, BIT. So you actually have a list of about 65 of them here. Some of them are very good. For example, Thapar is very good for me. You are dealing with, Shiv Nadar is good, BIT is good, MAT is good. So you actually have a bunch of schools that are accepting this. For example, Amrut Modi School of Management, which is in Ahmedabad University. It's a part of the Ahmedabad University. Very, very good university out there, and one of the better B school out there. So Geetam, which is based out of Vizag. The BS Institute also has a program in business. It's a certification program that they also accept it. Chitkara accepts it, and so on and so forth. Besides that, in a few other countries, and largely in countries like Philippines, South Africa, Nigeria, Hungary, Morocco and all, these scores are also accepted. So about 65 institutions within the country and about 27 outside the country accept the NMAT score by GMAC. Now, what I'm going to do is to actually list out 10 institutions based on the way they performed, based on NRF ranking and also the placement data that they have, and recommend that you keep an eye on these institutions to see if you can actually apply here. And obviously based on an order of preference, and that order of preference you would decide for yourself. If you have any question, I'm more than happy to talk to you, counsel you and tell you which is a better B school if you have a choice between 2 or 3 B schools. But at this point in time, what I'm going to talk to you through is 10 B schools which are accepting a NMAT by GMAC score, and based on the salary and the kind of ranking that they have in the Government of India ranking and also Career 360 ranking, we're recommending these things. The first one, of course, is Narsee Monjee Institute of Management. This was established in 1981, right? So it's about 43 years old. It's a university in itself in Bombay. It's in the center of Bombay in Ville Parle. The ranking of the university is 21, and the placement percentage here is 100%. So they place every single student that joins NMIMS. So in fact, Narsee Monjee Institute of Management, by the name itself, you'll understand that it started off as a management institution and then expanded to be a university. The total students that are there on the campus at this point in time is 1140. Mind you, it is a 2-year data that we're talking of, which means the intake would be about 550, 570, right? And this campus is spread over 179 acres in the prime land of Mumbai. It's in Ville Parle. The median salary of every student who passes out is about 21.35 lakh, which is very, very good. If you see 100% placement and 21.35 lakhs when the intake is about 550 plus. When you have these kind of numbers, it means, and by the way, let me tell you, every B school has an unfair advantage when they're in metro or in a city, because a lot of companies are around that, and they will get into internship, they'll get into projects, and they'll also get into placements, because the companies in those cities would be looking for these graduates. So there is a advantage that a institution which is based out of Bangalore or Bombay or Delhi or Bangalore has, and that obviously is being really being working for NMIMS. The second one is XIM University in Bhubaneswar. Now, this is independent of what you have, which is XLRI, right? XLRI is different, for which you need to go through the XAT examination. This is university based in Bhubaneswar. This university was established in 2013. It's a state private university under the Odisha State Act, right? The NRF ranking for the B school is 43. The placement here is 100%, and the median salary is 19.25 lakh. The total students are 708, which means the intake would be about 350 plus, in my opinion 360, and the campus size is about 75 acres, right? But at 19.25 lakh, 100% placement and 350 plus kind of student intake, it's a very good number again. And by the way, all this data that I'm showing to you is from NRF ranking, which means it's submitted to the Government of India, to Ministry of Education, and it's very authentic. Of course, if they lie on affidavit, I can't say anything about that. But all we're taking is data that is coming from regulatory or authoritative sources and not from college brochures. The third institute, of course, is Great Lakes Institute of Management in Chennai. This, for me, is a very, very good institution. In fact, I would always say that this deserves a better ranking because of the kind of work that they've done. They started off as a PGPM program competing with ISB Hyderabad, and then expanded to PGDM through AACT accreditation and all. And they do very, very good because they actually have experienced people coming and joining the institution. Right. The NRF ranking is 34, but they place 100% of the students. They really work hard on their placements. At a median salary of 14.5 lakh rupees, 407 students, which means the intake would be about 200 plus, right? Because this is 2 years batch that we're talking of, and it's in Chennai in a 38-acre campus. The next one, of course, is TAPME, which is in Manipal in Udupi, right? It's close to Bangalore, about 70 kilometers from Bangalore airport. This was established in 1980. This is owned. This is a part of the Manipal group, so Manipal University. The degree that you're getting from here on would be possibly MBA, because now it is a part of the Manipal University, which is an institution of eminence, right? It's a constituent college of Manipal University at this point, and the NRF ranking is 58. I think it deserves a less than 40 kind of a rank, but so be it. The ranking is 58. The placement here again is 100% students were placed at a median salary of 13.5 lakh rupees. The students is about 1026, which means the intake would be about 500 plus. And it's on a 44-acre campus. It's a very beautiful, beautiful campus. If you really want to study at a very beautiful campus, I think TAPME really should be one of your top-notch choices for you. The next one, of course, is in Bombay, Somaiya Institute of Management, established in 1981. So again, 43 years old. It's a constituent college. Ranking is 63. The placement again is 99%, right? At 11 lakh median salary, 1,139 students, which means the intake would be about 560 plus, right? And it's on a 50-acre campus in Mumbai. The next one, of course, is IFMR. Now, this I rate it very, very high. IFMR is a very good B school. It started off in Chennai and then moved to Sri City in Andhra Pradesh. But it's in the border of Chennai, so it's closer to Chennai than closer to the capital of Andhra Pradesh, if I may say so. It's in Sri City. Now, this is a part of the Krea University. Right, it was funded by ICFAI, IFCAI and all to set up a institution which is to do with understanding MBA and microfinance and so on and so forth, and really expanded to become what they are at this point in time. Right now, this one was established in 1970 as IFMR B school. Krea University came much later. Remember that. As a B school, it started very early. The institution is again a constituent college. 99th is a rank, but I suggest that this deserves slightly better than this one. But coming back to the numbers that you would always be looking for, every student got placed at a 13 lakh rupee median salary, and the intake is about 180 plus on a 40-acre campus in Sri City. As I said, Sri City is closer to Chennai. So you must remember that though the state is Andhra Pradesh, the campus is closer to Chennai. Then you have the ICFAI Business School. Of course, they've got many campuses around the country, Bangalore, Pune, Bombay, Gurgaon, you name it, they have campuses all over the place. Typically, they take their students through the IPSAT examination, but they also start accepting the NMAT score for admission into ICFAI these days. Right now, as I said, it's about a 30-year-old institution, established in 95, In fact, if you remember, one of the best certification program that India ever had was the CFA certification program, which was started by this institution. It blossomed to be an institution much later, but initially it was offering the CFA certification program, which is the most difficult examination for any Indian to crack at that point in time, which is a CFA analyst program, right? And its ranking is 39. The placement is 94% of its students got placed at 10 lakh. The reason why the 94% in 10 lakh happened is the kind of intake that they have. The intake is about 1300 plus. And when you have that kind of number, obviously the median starts falling. But some of the students have done very, very well for themselves. And it's on a 92-acre campus closer to Hyderabad. And because it's closer to Hyderabad, it also works for the institution because a lot of companies go there for placement. Then you have again, I talked of Great Lakes, Chennai. Now Great Lakes has expanded and also set up a campus in Gurgaon in Haryana, which is close to Delhi, if I may say so. This was established in 2010. The institution type is standalone institute. It's a PGDM institution. Great Lakes is not a university, so it's offering PGDM programs. Remember that. The way SPJMR does, the way many other institutions, these people are offering a PGDM program. The ranking is 52 for the Gurgaon thing. So you actually have the Chennai one and you also have the Gurgaon one. So both are figuring in the National Institution of Ranking Framework. So which means both are competing to be in the top 100 of the country. Right. The placement here is 79%, but the median salary is 10 lakh rupees. 237 students are there on the campus, which means about the intake is about 120 plus, and it's on an 8-acre campus in Gurgaon. Now again, being a part of Gurugram works for you because a lot of companies are based out of Gurugram, so you actually get internships, you actually get capstone projects, and you also get into good placement records. The next one is Alliance University in Bangalore. This was established in 2010. It's a state private university under the act by the Karnataka government. The ranking is 71 for the Bschool. They've again achieved 100% placement at 9.2 lakh average salary. The total students is 780, which means the intake would be around 400. And it's on a 55-acre campus. Again, it's a very, very beautiful campus away from Bangalore in a place called Anekal. And one of the most beautiful buildings that you will see in Bangalore if you ever go there. But having said that, coming back to the Bschool, it's got a decent placement track record because it's based in Bangalore and it works for them. Right. I also talked of the other foreign institutions. A lot of them are, in Philippines and South Africa and those kind of things. Right. You will notice that, in South Africa, Nigeria and all. But as I said, this, this score of NMAT by GMAC is accepted in about 65 institutions within the country and about 25 of them, largely in Philippines, Nigeria, South Africa, Hungary and Morocco. I just thought that I would list out the top 10 institutions based on their NRF ranking and on the kind of placements so that you can actually use that as an option in your choice. And once you get the options, once you get the choices, if you still have any question, I'll be more than happy to deal with the situation and maybe get on a call with you people so that I would want you to take the right decision, informed decision, and that is our objective, that is our mission. And if we can help you in choosing your right college, right course, that's the best solution for both you and us. Thank you so much. Namaskar.